Copywriting constitutes over 50% of your ads, so if you do not get this part right, you will waste a lot of money. When I learned what I'm about to share with you, everything changed and the performance on my clients' ads instantly went up. So this video is really about how you can become an expert at doing ad copywriting instantly by implementing these 3 things, and it's very easy to do. So as said, there are really 3 things that determine the quality of your ad copywriting. So 1, how good you are at catching people's attention, how good you are at filling out what we call the gap, and lastly, how good you are at making people do the call to action you make in the ad copywriting. And in this video, I will give you a complete framework on how to do these 3 things. And if you implement them, I guarantee you will see way better results with your ads than you are currently seeing right now. And you may think right now, well, can anyone do this? Is it really that easy to do? And yes, everyone can do this, especially if you already have something you are selling right now, because it's really all about positioning yourself in the right way. And what I will show you is also very easy to implement. It's just a complete framework. You can just copy paste it into your own ads. So there is this saying that a human's attention span has decreased lower than a goldfish. And is this really true? Well, it's pretty hard to say, but it's most definitely true that our attention span has decreased a lot since we are bombarded with things that affect our attention every day. And the first part of your copywriting is what we call the hook, which objective is to make the reader stop up and want to read more. And here you should really focus on creating or highlighting a problem that the reader has in their life already. And by doing this, you will make them emotionally want to read more and stop up and see what is this about. And there are 3 hooks you can make. The first hook is a question hook, where you pose a question that the reader wants to know the answer to. The second hook is a story hook, where you really just drop them into the most exciting part of the story so they need to read more. And then the last hook we have is the statement hook, where you shock or surprise them with some kind of statement. And that could be, as an example, challenging their current belief systems, like what you're currently thinking about this is wrong. And then they want to know why and what's then correct. And now when you have captured the attention of the reader, you now need to fill out what we call the gap. And the gap is really just the distance between the reader's current situation and their desired situation. And in their current situation, they have some kind of pain they want to release. And in the desired situation, where you will fill out this gap to bring them to, they will have no pain at all. So here you should really focus on positioning what you sell as this bridge between the gap of the current situation and the desired situation. So your product or service fill out this gap in between. And you can really do that by highlighting a transformation from A to B, so it really just gets drilled into their head that they will be going from their current situation to their desired situation with your product or service. You can also use benefits and features that leads to this transformation, and you can also add some social proof to back up what you're saying. That could be testimonials or product reviews or anything like that, or other people you have helped do the same. Because when people see that it has been achieved by others, they will most likely also think they can achieve it for themselves. Now you have gathered the reader's attention and you have positioned your product or service as the bridge between, and yeah, that is very, very good, but you haven't sold anything yet. So how do you actually get them to click on your ad and make the conversion in the end? So being direct has, in my experience, worked the very best. You need to tell them exactly what they need to do, and you shouldn't be unclear about anything. You should just directly tell them what to do. That could be press on the link below and buy my product now. So after you have implemented these tips on your ad copywriting, you will see better results. In terms of frameworks you can use what we call the AIDA model, where you first grab the attention of the reader, where the headline is what grabs the attention. Then you use interest to create the interest and the want to learn more for the reader. Then you create some kind of desire for your product, which could be where you show this transformation I was talking about earlier. And then at the end, that's action, where you make a call to action that's just encourage the reader to take the action. Then we also have the PASS framework, where you first start out with the problem, where you identify a problem and you highlight that. And that is just basically a hook as well. And then you educate the problem to make them sure that they have it themselves and they need to find the solution. And then you position your product or service at the end to be the solution to their problem that you just educated. But your copywriting is really nothing without it resonating with your target audience. And how do you find your target audience and how to speak to them in a way they actually resonate with? Because if you do all of the steps with the ad copywriting correct, but you're talking to the wrong audience, you will not see any results. Well, you can watch my other video to find out how to do that. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll just see you in the next one.